Hello, everybody. I started Valley of Dragons, the fifth and final book in the Secrets of Arndale series. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm about 50 pages into this, which, by the way, this book is 499 pages long. Like, wow. I feel like they got thicker and thicker as the series went on. So this one is a chunker, but I'm about 50 pages in. And already, guys, I have like squealed, almost cried like 2 or 3 times each. And I just what is she doing to us right now? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen or what's going on, but so far this series, every book has been about like a 4 to a 4.5 for me. And this one is like giving me 5-star feelings within the first 50 pages. So might we end off the series on a 5-star? I don't know. I hope so. It's my birthday month. I adore this cover. I would love for this to be a 5-star. So I guess we'll see. And I will continue to read and keep you guys updated. This will be spoiler free, so I won't give any like spoiler specific things, but especially with it being the last book in a series. But oh my gosh, I'm really adoring it already. And I wish I would have started annotating this, but I haven't like annotated or done anything with the other ones. And I don't know, I feel like I'm already 50 pages in and it would be weird to do it now because I don't know if I want to go back. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know if I do, but I might just wait, maybe annotate when I go through the second time. But there's already so many great quotes and cute things that like need to be highlighted or something cuz gosh, okay. I'm going to go read more. So, yeah. Hello, guys. We're gonna see if this mic works like stuck on me like this. I'm trying to make lunch for everyone right now, so but I wanted to update you on where I am with the books. Coffee's so good. So I am on page, I want to say like 320-ish or something. I'm a little over 60% through Valley of Dragons, which this is the fifth in the Secrets of Warrenvale series. Guys, I am absolutely obsessed with this one. I know I can't tell you too much because it's the fifth in a series and I don't want to like give spoilers. But like the rest of them I've enjoyed. They've been like 4 to 4.5 stars, but this one has been giving me 5-star vibes like the entire time. There's so much that is happening, so many things in like character developments, in connections, and then faith themes that I am just absolutely obsessed over. Like, yes, 100%. So I very well might get a 5-star as my first book of 2026, which would be absolutely insane to me. Along with that, I've also been listening to the audiobook of Emma M. Lyon, Volume 1, while doing dishes and stuff like that. So that's been interesting. I'm interested enough while I'm listening to it, but I kind of forget about it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to listen to that again. And then I do, and then I'm like, I get back into it a little bit. But like it's not anything amazing to me. But I also am pretty sure, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have said that like it picks up a couple volumes in and gets like really, really good and interesting. You kind of just have to get like into the rhythm of it the first few volumes. Correct me if I'm wrong there, though. And besides that, I do need to start some non-fiction books that I'm going to be reading this month, but I haven't done that yet. But I have started Bridge to Haven by Francine Rivers. This is Oceana's Francine Rivers book club book for the month. And I've got that through my library on my Kindle. Goodness, this keeps popping me. This is so weird. But I got that, yeah, on my Kindle through the library. I have never gotten my kids cake pops before, but they really, really wanted to try them. So I got them cake pops. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm about like 25% into that so far. It's okay. like, I'm interested in the story. I feel like she has decently good writing and stuff. But like, I'm not like super engrossed yet. I am exhausted. I did not sleep well or very much at all last night, but on the one note, I read a good little decent chunk in, as I splash myself, oh my gosh, in Bridge to Haven by Francine Rivers. That has been my Kindle read, so I read that at night when I feed the baby and when I just can't hold a physical book. And I literally read from like 24% up to 49% last night because I couldn't sleep so much, and that's apparently almost a 500-page book too, so a chunker. So we made some progress there at least. What I am thinking of Bridge to Haven so far, I'm definitely interested and engrossed in the story. I think Francine Rivers has a like good writing style and like the way that she tells a story. I'm obviously irritated about some things in the story, just things that certain people have done and chosen to do. I was sitting there reading it and I was like, I could see all that coming from a mile away after what you did, like no freaking duh. But anyway, it's definitely one of those books. It's got a lot of content in it, even though it is a Christian fiction book. It is very realistic and reminiscent to like Hollywood being taken advantage of and stuff like that in a lot of different ways. And so it very much has some content. It's not super detailed or anything because it is Christian fiction, but it is detailed enough that you know and you can paint a picture in your head on certain things. So I would be warned on that, and I will put content or trigger warnings down in the description box if you are curious about what specific things are in that book. But yeah, it's definitely made me think though, like just in general, of just because I have three I have three little girls, so, and it's about a girl, and it just has really made me think about how important it is to as your child gets older, you know, and in the teen years and everything, to have like a good relationship with them and a bond and a trust to where if something were to go wrong, they would come to you. And I know that that is like not the case for so many, and I know, you know, I was a teen girl once, I want to say not that long ago, but it seems like forever ago to me. I know it wasn't like crazy long ago, I'm not that old, but anyway, I feel old because I've had 4 children, so, you know, they age you. But like, it made me think of something like in relation to my own life too, because when me and my husband were engaged, we got pregnant before getting married, and I was honestly terrified. I was really terrified because, you know, I came from a Christian household and I knew what I had done was a sin. I knew that we messed up, and I was just terrified, and it felt like such an overwhelming shame, and I didn't know how my parents were going to react. Like, I really thought, you know, it was going to be one of those, like, you're getting kicked out, you're getting, you know, whatever. And why would I think this? Like, it's not even like like my parents had specifically done anything to make me think that they would react in this way, you know? It's not like I had a strained relationship or anything like super major that happened. Not like to nowhere near to the extent, especially as our character Abra does in the book, have some issues. But I still felt that overwhelming like shame, and I didn't know how to go to them, and I didn't, you know, like I just wanted to run away and hide it. I didn't want to face that shame. But when I did go to my parents, like they didn't whatever that, oh, this is like they didn't whatever it in a way, like brush it off to where it was like, oh, this is nothing, it's not wrong or anything. They clearly, you know, they knew it was wrong, but they also knew that I knew, you know, and we knew that what we had done was wrong, and we were trying to seek reconciliation and forgiveness and stuff in the best way that we could. And they embraced us and helped us and welcomed their grandbaby. They were over the moon excited. And I remember my mom telling me something that, like, she had said that there is a lot of sins and there's a lot of consequences for those actions, but this is one of the, like, this is a sin that the consequence is literally one of the greatest blessings and miracles that you could ever get from God. And that in and of itself is like is such an enormous gift, and I was not expecting such a response. And I sat there and I was like, I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. I have amazing parents, but I was still raised and like brought up and didn't have, and I still had like those shameful thoughts and those, you know, like as a teenage girl, and I wasn't even like teenage, I was, how old was I? 20? I think I just turned 20 or something, or yeah, I just turned 20, I think. Yeah, anyway, definitely like some relatable and just very realistic stuff, but hard and tough stuff going on the book. So I'm definitely curious, I'm interested, I've been engaged, I'm almost halfway through it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I got 49%. So yeah, enjoying that. Also, if anybody has any potty training tips, let me know, because our first was a breeze, and little Miss number 2 here does not want to learn and does not want to go for anything. It has been a struggle bus, and we have been on and off. Like, I've been trying not to like push her and just doing it. Like, we tried to wait until she was ready and she was telling us, and then we tried to do it for like a month, and then we just stopped because she started having like the worst tantrums and like major back regression. So we like just gave her a break for a little bit and then tried it again, and then she was doing okay, but then she like did it again, and it's been a whole mess. So got any tips, let me know. Along with that, I've also been reading Valley of Dragons, as y'all know, the 5th in the Secrets of Warmdale series. I swear, I wish in some ways this wasn't a 5th book, because I would love to be sharing so much with you guys. I'm obsessed with this book, guys. I'm almost 400 pages in. Because I'm so extremely tired today, and I've got like stuff going on. We've got an appointment for my little girls tomorrow. I'm gonna be out at least like half the day. I'm just taking a more restful day, and I'm not doing as much, a few little chores here and there, and then, you know, obviously taking care of watching and playing with the girls and stuff like that. But I'm taking a more restful day, and I'm almost to 400 pages of Valley of Dragons, and it's 499 pages. I should just say it's a 500-page book because it's 1 page short, like close enough, am I right? But yeah, I'm thinking that because of my slower day, I could finish it up tonight. I do most of my reading in the evening, honestly, especially when I'm by myself without my husband. Yeah, I do most of it either in the evening or throughout the night if baby girl's having a rough night and I'm up more. But with it being a little bit more restful, like when the girls do their little dance videos and stuff like that at home and everything, I might just sit and watch them and read some, you know, like get in some more reading throughout the day than I normally do, which I try to get in a little bit throughout the day, but it doesn't normally amount to very much. So anyway, I might finish it today. I don't know. If I don't finish it today, then at the pace I've been reading, I should definitely finish it tomorrow. But all I'm saying is I'm obsessed with this one. I am just obsessed with everything she's been doing with all of the characters, all of the development, the mysteries unraveled, the romance. Oh my gosh, all of the quotes. I wished so bad that I had like started with some annotations or something, like annotation stuff at the beginning, because oh my gosh, there's been so much, but I didn't start it and I don't like to like do it in the middle of stuff. So it will have to be a second read through when I do that, but I'm just obsessed with it. Seriously, the first through the fourth ones I've been like, I love this, you know, but it's nothing amazing. Nothing's like crazy standing out to me. It's always a 4 to a 4.5. Unless something big happens, I seriously think this is going to be a 5-star read, which means the first book that I finish in 2026 might just be a 5-star. Is that not crazy, guys? 5-star BooknerdKtree, her first 5-star of the year as like her very first book. And it's an almost 500-page book. Like, what is going on with me? I told my husband, I was like, I feel so weird because I'm reading 2 really long books, because Francine Rivers' Bridge to Haven is like 480 pages, and then this one is 499 pages. And I am listening to Emma M. Lyon on audiobook, and that one is like really short, but like, just the fact that I'm reading 2 books, almost 500 pages, my husband was like, what on earth? That's like brand new year, brand new you with reading, apparently. Like, so yeah, anyway, once I finish that up, I definitely need to start on some other books. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm enjoying everything I'm reading so much right now. And I also started my first book of the Bible that I'm going through and studying. I decided to do James because I have this little, wait a minute, these adorable little like journal whatevers of this, like the letter of James. Look how pretty that is. And so we have the text and then we have the link page. So it's got a whole bunch to where you can just journal and take notes. And then at the end, it has like, how many? Looks like 10 extra pages of note-taking at the back. So I decided to do James because this is my favorite book of the Bible, and it's a short one, so I figured it would be one that would be easier for me to do and study in while my husband is gone and I'm alone with the girls. So I have started on this. I have literally only, I know I like started to do like whatever down here, but I've only done notes for verse 1. And then I started reading a little bit more and pointing out some things and some words that I wanted to like get down, like the literal definition of and the original text and all that stuff, but I haven't actually done any of that. So I'm doing that too. That's my Bible study, whatever. And yeah, I will talk to you guys when I have another update on one of the books I'm reading. Finished it, guys, and I loved this one. Oh my goodness. like so happy and sad at the same time. I think it's a 5 stars though. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. My first book finished in 2026 is a 5 stars. And it's like a 500-page book. Who am I becoming, guys? If y'all haven't picked up the series, you need to. It's such a delight. Such a delight. So I just finished Witch to Haven by Francine Rivers. It did actually get me teary-eyed. I've been seeing like a lot of other people on the chat who were like, "Oh, I'm already in tears." I mean, it's heart-wrenching and stuff like that. But if it's not my time of the month, then I'm not. I feel like if it's not my time of the month, I am not like just a drop of the hat easy crier, if that makes sense. But I think it was like chapter 17 or 18. I want to say that I did. The tears were there. They didn't like come pouring, but like I was teary eyed. So, bonus points for that, I guess, Francine. But I actually really enjoyed it. There is a lot of content stuff in this book though, and it'll be down below. There was one though, kind of like a honeymoon scene, and I thought that it was, I was like a little bit worried there for a second, and I do kind of think that she was kind of tiptoeing close to the line there with some of the stuff that she said, but at the same time, it's not descriptive, it's not graphic, if that makes sense. I think it was done pretty well. It honestly made me think a lot about me and my husband, and just how I feel like it did a good job of what it needed to do, because it did a good job of making you feel that overwhelming, like when you feel that shame or you've had some sort of like impact in that way, just how different and how healing it can be to have that like intimacy that only comes within marriage and becoming one flesh under God. So I think that was like some of the things that she said, put it and like displayed that aspect like really well. And I definitely know that all too well. So I enjoyed that part. But yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. I will say the end though, somebody I don't know if I want to say who because I don't want to, but there's a little a loose string that's not tied up at the end, and I didn't love that. Okay, it might be more realistic, and the story was very like realistic, even though it was like really hard to read and heart wrenching and all this. And it might be more realistic to not have all of your strings tied up and to not know what happens to everybody. But in my books, I want to know, guys. So that bothered me a little bit. I'm like, but what happened? But I enjoyed it, and I think I'm gonna land on a 4.5 stars for this one. Pretty high rating for me, honestly. It wasn't a 5 star. Just didn't give me quite those feelings, and yeah, just some of the content and the way certain things were, and then of course that little, loose and not tied up at the end there. Yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. So hi guys. So I realized that I never filmed an outro for this video, so this is me doing that. Um we finished just the first two books of the year. I did not finish Emma M. Lion in this video. I apologize. I'm only about 50% through still. I just don't have quite as much time to listen to an audiobook day to day, so I'll probably finish it within the next week, but it's a bit slower pace for me doing that. So I wanted to get this video edited and up for you guys in a timely manner, so I'm not going to finish that in this video. It'll just be my first two reads of the year, which is fine and exciting, and I hope that's okay with you guys. But I appreciate you guys being here so much. Please chat with me down in the comments, especially if you've read these books, about like what you think. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys. I absolutely love talking with you guys. I love gabbing about books, so thank you so much for each and every one of you who watches my videos and for some reason likes to listen to me gab about books. It's a pleasure and a treat for me. So thank you so much, and I hope I will see you guys in my next video. Have a lovely week, guys. Bye.